Yeah, Hyper Hippie, thank you. Uh, Thanks for watching my stream. I know I ended it. Um, it was short. Uh, I wasn't. I did not see my chat because I had it on a different screen. But thanks for coming in. Thanks for the support. Okay. Um, I don't have a lot more to talk about except the running game. The running game was great. All right. But the thing about if you only have a running game, you become one dimensional. And one of the things that has been a knock on this team in the past, when we actually had a quarterback that could get us the ball down the field, is that the team was one dimensional. The team could not run the ball. Well, now we have reversed to where you have run the ball, where you can run the ball, but you cannot pass the ball. What you need to do is get a team that has a balanced offense, where you have a threat downfield. And we don't have that. We don't have that threat downfield. And that's one of the main things that is hurting the Detroit Lions is that threat. Because you can go ahead and just concentrate on one portion. I mean, that was a knock when we had Barry Sanders, is that you could just go ahead and fill 8-man, 9-man in the box and cut out all the running lane. And really, that's what happened even today, was once the Pittsburgh Steelers figured out that that's all we were going to do and was capable of doing is running the ball. That's how they had to go ahead and scheme against and plan against and just throw all those people and try to make Goff beat us or beat them. So, what's the answers? The answers is basically to get a passing game and a running game and keep working on defense. Problem is the Lions have so many holes to fill. They need a great pass rusher. They need a defensive line. They need cornerbacks. So you cannot just go ahead and draft a quarterback and say, hey, you're going to be good. They need quality wide receivers. Speed wide receivers. They need this. Why you need that pass rush is you need somebody that's going to go ahead and put pressure on that opposite quarterback, on the opponent cornerback, so that the receivers cannot go ahead, so that their team's receivers cannot go ahead and have all day down the field, because eventually you're going to get open. Now, granted, the Pittsburgh Steelers did not have a great offensive game. They sure as hell didn't. That's 100% sure. If they would have had their starting QB, wow, what would have happened? Would the Lions have been whipped in this game? One of the things that the Lions have shown, though, when the defense shows up, and they did, they can compete with teams that are better than them. Look at LA, Matthew Stafford and the Rams. Look at how close they kept it. Now, there was a lot of trick plays. A lot of trick plays that kept them in the game. Look at Baltimore when that defense showed up. Then you also look at last week when the defense and the offense, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, when the defense and the offense both did not show up against Philadelphia. Now, one thing we can say is they were not playing flat. They came out with enthusiasm. They came out wanting to win the game. You know, even in a horrible situation, horrible weather, rain coming down, slippery field, they did play. And they tried to play well. And I think a lot of people showed up. But they don't have the talent in the quarterback position. They don't have the talent in the wide receiver position. They don't have the talent in the cornerback position. They don't have the defensive line that's going to go ahead and stop all these things. Now, one of the things Pittsburgh was not able to do is run the ball like they've been doing in the past. So we did stop the run for the most part. The Lions did create turnovers, and they had no turnovers, but they were lucky on a couple of them because the other team dropped the passes, and there was a penalty that saved the Lions from a turnover. So we were lucky, but the Lions did go ahead and force and make a few turnovers. So that was a good bright spot of the day, of the game. Okay. Looking at the the NFC North. I think it goes Green Bay, 8 wins, 2 losses. Minnesota is in second place. I think they only have 4 wins. I could be wrong. And then Chicago only has like 3 wins. But that's, they're never going to catch Green Bay. None of those teams really have a chance. Green Bay is actually, if the season were to end today, Green Bay would have the top seed in the NFL because they get the tiebreaker against Arizona. They have both lost the same amount of games, but because of heads-up competition, Green Bay beat Arizona Cardinals. So they would have the top seed. I'm not a Packers fan, as everybody knows. Okay? But, hey, I got to be honest. The Packers do know how to get it done. The Lions have not. The Lions have been pretenders for too long. But the Packers are a different team without Aaron Rodgers. And because of course, they lost last week. But this week they won, and they actually shut out Seattle. So, hey, I know. I mean, I'm sure they're going to make the playoffs and probably get a first round bye. I still disagree with the low fines that was levied against Aaron Rodgers, because I think with what he did and with what the NFL has done to other teams, they let Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers get away with a very, very lax fine. Very easy for him to pay. That's not going to deter him and he never really took ownership for what he did wrong. So that's just my opinion, and it's also his biggest fan, Stephen A. Smith's opinion that there should have been more handed down against Aaron Rodgers. But hey, he's the role model of the NFL right now, so he can get away with a lot. Tomorrow the LA Rams play. Now, LA is a team that I would like to see the Lions pattern themselves after. Why I'm saying this is the LA Rams are a team, they will do what it takes to win. They will bring in the receivers. They will go ahead and bring in the quarterback. They will build a team around their people, their quarterback. They will get a lot of winners on the field. And they proved it the first year they moved back to LA from St. Louis. They will trade away draft picks. They will work their salary cap to make room for the players. They have already been to a Super Bowl like 3 years ago. But the Lions need to go ahead and pattern themselves after a team and go all out and get these players in and get these playmakers in, because that's what they got to do. If you look at teams that have been successful, they have found ways of getting people around them, bringing in those difference makers. And your biggest difference maker needs to be your quarterback. For sure. But your quarterback cannot do it alone. One of the things that the Lions failed to do was build a team 12 years around Matt Stafford. It finally got to the point where he just said, and yes, it was a agreement between him and the league, or not him and the team, to go ahead and move on. But the LA Rams found a way to get him over there. They kind of suckered us. Stafford found a team that would actually give him weapons so he didn't need to carry on his back. Carry the team on his back. So if you're going to build a team, you need to get those difference makers. Those people that are going to step up. Now, I do think the Lions have the makings in some of the trenches. Penesu, he has shown he very well could be a difference maker in the future. Derek Barnes could be a difference maker in the future. Taylor Decker is a difference maker now. DeAndre Swift is a difference maker, but it's not enough. They need more. They need more. So, hopefully, they will have a great draft, pick up those difference makers, and hopefully next year we will see improvement in this team. Because that's what they need to do next year. And I'm not saying go draft a quarterback, because I think there's no real quarterbacks out there right now that I want to get in the draft anyway. But there's just too much stuff in the foundation of this team that they need to build. And they need to pattern themselves after winning teams. See what they can do. But figure out a way to put it together themselves. There's been a phrase that's been said, embrace the suck. Well, I totally don't like that phrase at all. You gotta endure the suck in order to build for the future. So this year, and know that I'm not contradicting what I said before. Okay, I'm not. Because I still think you gotta at least win 1 or 2 games this year. Alright? But this year they gotta endure the suck in order to get better next year. But I still don't know if I have full confidence in the leadership of this team right now. Because I still think that Goff needed to have been set down. And maybe if he would have been set down, hey, it wouldn't have got any worse with David Blau. Or Tim Boyle. because it wasn't. But hopefully they can get a patch rusher. Hopefully they can get things going. Uh, they need dominance. They need attitude. They need to play with pride. Get some attitude on that team. Get players that will step up. Get players that will go ahead and, like I said, be difference makers. All right. Yes, I am going to be ending this stream again. Um, I wanted to thank Hyper Hippie for coming in, for visiting my stream, even though at the time when he posted a few things I could not see it. And I also want people to check out his channel, Hyper Hippie. If you want to just go over to his channel and check out a good streamer, relax, maybe play some, I mean, hey, sometimes he has tournaments. There's been times he has had giveaways. Go ahead and check out his channel. He rebranded himself. So I want anybody who likes Fortnite, go ahead and check him out. I also want people to check out Detroit Lions on the Prowl YouTube. Check them out. Check out Detroit Lions on the Prowl. They also have their webpage. There's also Detroit Lions on the Prowl merchandise that we got. You can go ahead and check that out. Also check out Herman Moore's app, Lions Nation Unite. This is a gift from him to all the fans, to build up the fan base, to let our voice be heard. He's also been giving away helmets for last month. He gave away helmets for breast cancer awareness, signed autograph helmets. This year, or this month, he has given away helmets for service members, signed helmets. He even went ahead and visited a veteran and gave him an autographed jersey, a Vietnam veteran. So, Lions Nation Unite, check that out. Check out anybody on the DSA, the Detroit Sports Alliance, Luke G. The Real Brothers, if they're still with them, I'm not sure. I know some of them have left. Also, Michael Mike's channel. Check him out. Here goes Mobby. Also, Lions Nation podcast. Check them out. I am going to be ending this stream. I've been on here 25 minutes now. Oh yeah, and also Detroit Lions on the Prowl is looking for sponsors, looking for subscribers, and sponsors. Anybody who would like to sponsor Detroit Lions on the Prowl show, we would really appreciate it. I'm co-founder, co-creator of the Detroit Lions on the Prowl. But watch our show. You guys can contact me for any sponsorship. But I just wanted to say, go Lions, one pride, go Lions on the Prowl, go Mainac Sports, go Lions Nation Unite. Hopefully we'll see some wins before the end of the season. And I know Sheila Fordham would really love us to beat Chicago on Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. And I would love to see that because I'm going to be there live. I won't be probably broadcasting live because I'm going to be watching the game, but I'm going to be at that game live. So I really want to see them win that game. Unfortunately, Chicago was one of the teams that really opened a can of whip ass on us before. Oops, I swore. Oh, I'll get over it. But this is Mainac Tim signing off, wishing everybody a good day. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching it. Please, anybody who likes this content, subscribe to my channel. Post on Twitch and on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.